The Federal High Court in Abuja has ruled that the National Youth Service Corps' refusal to permit female corps members to wear skirts violates their constitutional rights to freedom of religion. Delivering judgment on June 13th, Justice Hawa Yewa, held that enforcing trousers as the only acceptable uniform infringes on the fundamental human rights. The consolidated suits are filed by ex-corps members Blessing Ogunjobi and Vivian Ayuba, who cited Deuteronomy 22 verse 5 and argued that being compelled to wear trousers conflicted with their Christian beliefs. NYSC and its Director General were named in the suits marked FHC ABJCS 989-2020 and FHC ABJCS 988-2020. The applicants relied on the 1999 Constitution and African Charter provisions. The court granted all the reliefs sought, including an order mandating NYSC to permit skirts for female corps members with religious objections. Justice Yewa ruled that the applicants' harassment, humiliation, and subsequent exclusion from service amounted to degrading treatment and religious discrimination. She directed the NYSC to recall the applicants and issue their certificates. Although they each demand 10 million naira in damages, the court awarded 500,000 naira each. The judge stated the actions of the respondents resulted in the applicants being embarrassed and humiliated. This is a blatant infringement of their fundamental rights. The ruling is expected to prompt a review of NYSC's uniform policy for female corps members who object to trousers on religious grounds. I mean, if you went to the youth service, you remember how you need to climb through those long ladders and all the rigors that come with, being in that camp. What are your thoughts on this report?
Well, it's ridiculous to hear that some people are questioning the uniform. The NYSC. So the uniform symbolizes uniformity.
Okay.
And the NYSC was established to enhance national unity.
Okay.
To bring about people knowing every other part of the country or another part of the country that they have not been to give them the opportunity to be there. So the saying the NYSC should introduce something else other than what we have on ground. You want to bring in. It's also discrimination. You want to bring in something that will destroy the purpose of the NYSC, because what we are talking about here is national unity. You're leaving everything, your personal things behind. You are leaving your ethnic sentiments behind.
But the hijab, people wear the hijab during the NYSC.
Leaving your religious sentiments behind to key into the purpose, to the mission or the vision of NYSC.
Okay.
And so when you travel to, like I did my service in the north.
Okay.
I went there, and what I saw was something totally different from the kind of life I experienced in the east. But I didn't say let me enforce my own way of life. I guess it.
All right.
I ate their food. I attended their gatherings, something like that, to learn from them. It was later on, a few years back, that I realized why I was sent to that place. I said, for me too, I now understand not. I now know the kind of thing they are going through there.
Right.
So to try to change anything that will try to change the things that are already in place in NYSC, if they are not to make the NYSC better, I think it's not necessary. If you are a woman,
irrespective of the religious background,
yes, need to take all those things aside.
But according to the ladies that filed these suits, they said that according to Deuteronomy, the Bible says that a woman shall not adorn in a man's attire, so they don't want to put on the trousers.
That one is a debate for another day, because nobody can really tell the a man's attire or a woman's attire in modern times.
Right.
And so if you look at the kind of exercises that the core members are subjected to in the camps, we notice that if a woman is not putting on trousers, she's even putting herself at risk. She's even going there to embarrass herself, because you may be asked to climb a tree, you may be asked to do jumping, you may be asked to do one thing or the other. So if you are putting on skirts, how do you do that? Even if you force yourself, something may happen to expose your nakedness, which is even more dangerous to your religion. So the idea of trousers is, for me, this is my own opinion, is okay for everybody in the camp.
So now this judge has said they should look into it, and we hope to, in the next coming weeks, hear a review from the NYSC. But what is your full holistic thought on this judgment?
Well, I think as a law court, they looked at it from the point of view of fundamental human rights. You can't bring your rights there. This is NYSC institution. This is an institution.
All right.
When you enter,
that has their own laws and rules and regulations.
They have their own laws and modus operandi. When you enter a place, if you are in Rome, you behave as the Romans do. When you leave Rome, you can behave as your own people do. So let them respect NYSC. Respect their own laws.
Right.
Respect the way they have structured themselves to operate. The court cannot change NYSC. It is the Act of Parliament that can change NYSC.
Right.
And not the law court. But what the law court is to do is to interpret the law or the Act of Parliament, which is already in place as NYSC.
Right. So you think in the future this case can be cited as a reason why people should wear skirts to the youth service, or do you think that if citizens would not obey the modus operandi, like you said, of the youth service, they should exempt instead of attempting to attend in the long run?
As in somebody that believes that
like
want to put on trousers.
I don't want to put on trousers.
Now, if it's
but
if they want to wear,
right.
The one I saw here, does it expose your nakedness, or is it hiding your nakedness? The one I saw here is just exposing it. Maybe these people clamoring for this kind of freedom, maybe there's something else they are looking for. They want to show everybody in the camp that they have
but then the NYSC is supposed to be all inclusive. It's supposed to make everybody feel included.
Yes, everybody has to feel included. Everybody in the camp is part of the NYSC. But you need to respect, it's an institution. You need to respect, just like a school. You need to respect the rules and regulations of any place you enter. Any place that is an organized place, you need to respect it. Because that is what makes that organization what it is.